All right, so this is Caroline Stewart. Joining me today is Jai. Jai is one of the yoga teachers here at Wellness Within. So Jai, tell me a little bit about yourself and what inspires you to be the best possible version of this.
Okay, well, I guess first and foremost, I am father and husband and a yoga teacher is what I do as far as my career. And I've been teaching yoga for over 15 years, so it's really a part of who I am, and it's something I embrace and I love and I incorporate as a father and a husband, and I practice it with my kids, and I practice it with my family, and even my parents, grandparents, and what inspires me to be who I am is my family, is my parents, my grandparents. I grew up with yoga, so at a young age I had family members practicing yoga, and
so you're surrounded by it.
Yeah, I was surrounded by it at a young age, so I saw a lot of what was happening. My uncle, he was a yoga teacher. I like to say he was kind of the pioneer of yoga around these parts, because he taught a lot of yoga at when it was just starting to get popular, and he got me really involved in learning yoga and teaching yoga. And just at a young age, I been inspired by stories of yogis that I've heard from people, Yogananda and Swami Rama and these great yoga masters, and then the other yogis as well that are out there.
So, Jai, what inspired you to become a yoga teacher? You talked a little bit about it already.
So what inspires me to become a yoga teacher and to be a yoga teacher? Well, I guess if I look at that word, inspire, if you can break that word down, the Latin root is the inspirere, which means to take in and to inhale. It really stems from that root word, breathe and inhale. So for me, it's about really taking it all in. It's inspiring that I can breathe and be connected to myself on many different levels, physically, mentally, emotionally, and through my own experience, I've been inspired to do the yoga. I've had many great teachers out there. I've done many teachers trainings, and they've all been really inspiring. I've read many inspiring books, but essentially it's when I started to practice and to be in my body and to refine my own personal practice. That's what really inspired me, and then also to be able to share some of this wisdom and knowledge so others too can connect with their body and their mind and their emotion on many different levels and heal themselves, because it is very healing and it's very transformational. And for me, that's really what the inspiration is about, is to bring it in, is to breathe in, is to feel that inspiration.
So what can students expect when they attend one of your classes?
Well, what they can expect is not to have expectations, I guess.
Okay, that's good.
I like to teach just different ways according to the class, but essentially I have been trained in more of the Vinyasa, the flow, so I do like to incorporate a lot of movements. But having said that, I do like to incorporate the stillness, because I find they complement each other. So we're doing some movements, and not the really aggressive movements, but where they can move that prana, that chi, that energy, allow themselves to connect with that, and then take those moments of stillness and really come into some of these postures where they can feel the sensations of the movements and of those specific postures. So combination of some Vinyasa, some flow, some Hatha Yoga.
And drop your expectations.
And drop your expectations. Just have fun. For me, it's about it's not always finding a perfect pose, but what's perfect for you in that moment. And everyone has their own ways of being in their body. So just being the guide for that.
So next question is, what are you currently
Well, I never stop learning. I'm always learning, I'm always reading, I'm always engaging. Currently, I'm learning about the energetics of yoga. So we talk a lot about these physical movements and physical benefits, but for me, it's really now getting deeper into how can we move and channel this energy and this prana. And we can't really see that, but we can tune into that, we can feel that. And for me, it's about taking it to that next level of incorporating the breathing techniques in the practice, incorporating movement with the specific alignment cues, but also relations to the energy, the flow of energy that moves the body and helps to remove blockages from the body. Because essentially, we can move the chi or the prana, the energy through the yoga postures, and we can heal ourselves in that level, and that's what I'm currently doing.
It sounds like what you're currently learning is actually being then translated into classes that you teach.
Yeah, so very much so. So having that kind of knowledge, how to work with the postures and how that affects our energetic body, it allows me to share that with people and to teach, and people really respond well. They seem to be more rejuvenated and invigorated because we are working with the energy. We're having that intention of the energetic part through the breath, the movement.
Okay, so last question. What is your favorite quote of the moment and why?
My favorite quote right now would probably be breathe in and realize, because we talk about inspiration, inspire, to take in, to breathe in. And I find that when we can connect with the breath, very simple thing, but yet when we can connect with the breath, being in a posture, whether it's doing movements, whether it's in any everyday life, but especially when we can embrace that in a yoga class or yoga practice, we can really realize more about ourselves. We realize about ourselves on many different levels. And for me, that's inspiring, and to just create more of that awareness can be very joyful and a great happy experience.
All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me, Jai, and I'll post more information about Jai's bio and the classes that he's teaching.
Great, thank you. Namaste.